Action Milton received some more reassurance on the government's position regarding the Reid Reservoir Quarry in Milton. A week after Premier Doug Ford and MPP Parm Gill had said they were going to work hard to prevent the quarry from happening, MPP Gill reiterated that sentiment in a recorded statement at Action Milton's latest community meeting Wednesday night.
I can assure you that this project, that's not in the best interest of the community, and we've heard a lot of objections, a lot of areas that the community is really concerned about. And I feel very confident that we are going to get the result that we want.
Now, Gill's Chief of Staff, Robert Thompson, was on hand to answer questions, in particular where the government is at in the process of the project. Thompson says it is still in the application phase.
The process itself hasn't changed because of the pandemic, but the timeline for the process has. So whereas the 2nd of August was the initial date for the proponent to reply, that date has been moved out 6 months. Now, that being said, the proponent at any time could respond, in which case that would put the ball back in the government's court. But until that point, there's not a movement on the process. So that date is now beginning of January, if my math is correct. So that's the next date that they have to respond to all of the objections. To date, we haven't seen a response from the applicant.
Another level of this application review is the Joint Agency Review Team, also known as JART. This team, made up of the town of Milton, Halton Region, and Conservation Halton, is managed by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry. Now, some people had raised concerns over the transparency of the JART process and public input. Councillor Christina Tesser-Dirksen says the issue was discussed at the town of Milton's most recent council meeting.
And at that council meeting, I brought forward a motion that was seconded by Councillor Best and unanimously approved by all my colleagues at council that confirmed that the public could have input and make submissions to the JART team. So that was the case all along, but we've confirmed it through a special motion resolution. So I think it's important that the public understand that it's not meant to be a transparent process. It's a technical process. So it's not really something that your average layperson gets too involved in typically, but the opportunity stands, and we know that Action has experts on their board that are submitting opinions and questions, and those will come forward to the JART to be considered in the due process.
Other attendees at Action Milton's meeting also asked when the government will make an official statement stating they are against the project, and the answer they received was soon. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.